Hello and welcome to episode 2 of the Cricket World Cup experience. This is an India-Pakistan special. I'm your host, Farhan Shahid, alongside my co-host, Harvey Bhogal.
Please like this video, leave a comment below, and please subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon. Also, check out our match reports at cricketworldexperience.com. Like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter at CWC Experience.
Now, India and Pakistan, big rivals, absolutely amazing cricket matches that get played. However, they rarely meet on the international stage nowadays, especially on the cricket scene. Now, as a result of the political reasons, they don't play bilateral series in any form of the game. Pakistani players don't play in the IPL, and Indian players don't play in the PSL.
So what this means is that when India and Pakistan do play each other, it's a huge occasion. Now imagine what over 1.5 billion people are invested into this result, and many hundreds of millions are going to be watching the games on television, listening to them on radio, or following the match on the internet. This means that this is effectively one of the biggest games in sports.
Now, not only do these countries both have rich cricketing histories and rich World Cup histories, they have shared a bloody history, unfortunately. And this is of partition and wars. So they are rivals in every sense. Now, the last time that these teams met in a final in England was the final of the 2017 ICC Champions Trophy. Pakistan came out quite convincingly as the victors.
Yeah, the game wasn't close. Pakistan dominated that match in every aspect. They put on a huge score with the bat and then tore through India's batting lineup with the ball. Now that surely has to be a factor heading into this match. Pakistan will be drawing confidence from that game, and India will either be haunted by that or will be inspired by the loss and trying to avenge it.
So, to the game itself, well, the match will take place on Sunday, 16th of June 2019 at Old Trafford in Manchester. Now, with Manchester, as many people live in England will know, it's one of the rainiest cities in the whole country.
Now, this has been one of the wettest Junes that we have had in England for many years. Just the amount of rain that we've had in one of these days has been more than the whole of June last year. Now, many matches have been disrupted by rain, including today's match, India vs New Zealand. Now, if it rains on Sunday, it could completely change the nature of the game. It could shorten the game and bring in DLS. It could interrupt the momentum of one of the sides if they're doing well.
And if daylight is poor, the floodlights need to be used, which will change the conditions completely. If any of these factors come into play, it will be the team that can deal with these unexpected factors and can adjust who's going to win.
Now, Old Trafford is traditionally one of the quickest pitches in England. Also, later on, it tends to give something for the spinners to work with. Now, both sides have strong pace attacks and dangerous spinners. If it is overcast in Manchester on Sunday, that will further help the fast bowlers.
Now, Pakistan have an impressive pace attack, featuring the likes of Mohammad Amir, Hassan Ali, Wahab Riaz and Shaheen Afridi, if they choose to play him. Now, Amir and Wahab particularly have been very impressive so far in this World Cup. They, along with Shaheen, are left-handers who give India's batsmen a lot of trouble, like they did in 2017.
Now, against Australia, Pakistan sorely missed Shadab Khan. If this pitch is going to be spinning, he will definitely need to be playing.
Now, playing against all these bowlers, India's openers and top-order batsmen will need to play very sensibly. They've showed that they can do this against Australia. They will have learnt a lot about these conditions in their bilateral series against England in 2018.
Where they didn't do very well at all. Now, Team India's captain is Captain Fantastic Virat Kohli. He's the #1 batsman in ODI cricket at the moment. But he did have a poor match in the 2017 final against the men in green. He'll be looking to make amends. He's the ultimate professional, a fantastic leader for this Indian team.
Now, India must decide who will replace the opener, Shikhar Dhawan. This player was absolutely fantastic and he was in great form against the Aussies. But in the English conditions, Rahane might be the best replacement. He's got a big experience in these tournaments.
Yes, I agree completely, Farhan. I don't think Rishabh Pant or Ambati Raidu, who are both fantastic players in their own right, will be as good a replacement, considering it's a World Cup and considering we have English conditions. Now, I do think India's lower order batsmen are stronger than Pakistan's, with the like of Hardik Pandya and MS Dhoni. But they will also have to contend with the reverse swing of Pakistan's bowlers, especially Wahab Riaz.
And Wahab, he'll be coming around the wicket to the right-handers, flinging his arm through with a low trajectory and bowlers dangerous outswinging Yorkers.
So India's pace bowlers, Bhuvneshwar Kumar and Jasprit Bumrah, have been very impressive so far with the new ball and when they return for the later spells.
And India's spinners too. Chahal and Yadav have been unreadable and unplayable at times. But if the conditions are going to be overcast and suit fast bowling, they do go with Mohammad Shami.
Now, that might be an option, and I have a controversial theory here. Okay, India's Muslims living in India often have their loyalty questioned, or might feel like they have their loyalty questioned by other sections of the Indian community. Now, I feel like, and this is my opinion, I feel like India's Muslim players usually have fantastic performances against Pakistan. It's almost as if they've got something to prove to the majority community. Now, if he was chosen, he would be particularly fired up, especially considering he hasn't been playing any of the games so far at this World Cup.
Now, Pakistan's batsmen need to do what they did in the 2017 ICC Champions Trophy final. See off the new bowlers, okay, and build a score. Now, Fakhar scored a century in that game. He was great, and Pakistan will need him to score big on Sunday. Pakistan's batting strength is in their top four. Imam ul-Haq and Fakhar Zaman are talented openers, and their ODI numbers in the last 2 years have been very impressive.
Also, Babar Azam is a talented batsman with all the strokes, as is Mohammad Hafiz, who is a cool head with a lot of experience. Now, Sarfaraz, he's a steadying influence further down the innings. He's actually played really well with the bat this tournament. He's a good leader and a really good example for the young Pakistani players.
Most definitely. And Pakistan have dangerous hitters towards the middle and lower order like Asif Ali and Shadab Khan, even though they haven't really showed it in this tournament as much. The good thing is that Hassan Ali and Warrior Wahab have showed what they can do with the bat against Australia. So there is a little bit of strength in depth.
Now, when it comes to the fielding, India's fielding has improved hugely in the last decade. They used to be very, very poor. Now, I wouldn't say they're far off from England or Australia.
On the other hand, though, Pakistan, they've got a long way to go in the field. Against Australia, they were dire, giving away extra after extra, and they'll need to field just as they did against England if we've got any chance of doing well.
Now, with this match being quite a tightly fought contest, I don't think it's going to be the sort of game where you've got both sides scoring 300. It might only be 250 that the team needs to win. So fielding is going to be really important. It's also going to be very important that extras and buys aren't given away by the bowlers.
Now, Harvey, the last thing to consider will be the fan base. In England, both teams are usually supported by their fervent fans from Indian and Pakistani backgrounds, communities all over the country. Now, both teams' fan bases are led by passionate fan groups, the Bharat Army and the Stani Army. Indian fans regularly outnumber home fans whenever it's at Edgbaston or even at Sydney. Against Australia at the Oval, the crowd was 90% blue.
Now, the north of England, which is where Manchester is, has a large Pakistani origin population. Now, it's going to be difficult to predict on the day who's going to be more supported in the stadium. It's just going to be a case of which side or which fans have bought more tickets. But that could add another dimension to this match. If either side needs the support of their team to help them through those dying overs, that could add the 12th man factor.
Cool. So, it's going to be a heck of a contest and a huge spectacle. Who's going to win? Well, I think India are going to be too strong for Pakistan.
I actually think Pakistan are going to win. It makes no sense at all. It doesn't follow any logic, but I just think they're going to surprise everybody. They already did it 2 years ago. I think they're going to beat India and for the first time beat India at a World Cup.
Well, we'll have to see on Sunday. Fantastic. Well, that's it then, folks. Thanks for watching this episode of the Cricket World Cup Experience. We've been your hosts. It's Farhan and Harvey. Please like this video, leave a comment below, and please subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon.
Check out our India and Pakistan match report on cricketworldcupexperience.com. Also, during the game, follow our live commentary of the India-Pakistan match on Twitter at CWC Experience. Hope you enjoy the big game on Sunday. See you next time for episode 3.
See you later.